cracking the time code in your body. They say that the biggest luxury is time, not money. And yes, it takes money to buy time, but we all have the same time. We all have the same amount of hours. And one person's hour can be worth thousands of dollars, and their time can be so present and energized and focused and online. And another person can have the same hour, and it can be overwhelming and at capacity and to the brim and have doubt or have distractions. So it's not really about time when we go deeper. The biggest luxury is your capacity in the time that you have. When it comes to scaling your business, it's this inner shift of capacity, of how present are you in this moment, how focused are you in this moment, how online is your body in this moment. Because we all have the same amount of time. And yes, there's another episode where we speak about how you can buy back more time. Even if you have more time bought back with teams and with your product suite at nervous system capacity, yes, you can buy back your time with those things and somatic skills. But the actual time, let's say one person has an hour and one person has an hour, you have the same hours. But what do you do with that time? Your capacity of presence, of focus, of devotion, of impact is less about the actual minutes that are passing and more about how much capacity does your nervous system have to be so present, to be in flow, to be in creativity, to be in this state of overflow. And this is really interesting because scaling your business, scaling your movement, it isn't complex. Having teams, having an expanded nervous system, having a product suite that has unlimited capacity, this isn't complex. What's complex is trying to be the person that can carry it all. The mum, the martyr, the business owner, the wife, the this, the that, the back end, the sales, the funnels, the social media, the thinking, the creativity, the writing the book, the editing the book, the advisor, the friend. That's what's complex. Being a one-woman show is where your nervous system is capped. Being a one-woman show cannot lead a global movement. One woman cannot lead a global movement. The one-woman show. The badge of honor, the pride that comes with, I did it all. I did it all myself. I had that pride for so long. Yeah, it's organic. I did it myself. No teams, no this, no that. Yeah, when you're growing, the skill of learning so many skills is incredible. But that will only get you to a certain point. Your capacity, your time is capped. You cannot lead a global movement as a one-woman show. A queen, she's not a one-woman show. She's got advisors. She's got a wardrobe stylist. She's got an interior designer. She's got subjects. She's got entertainment. She's got the best of everything. She sits on her throne and she leads her movement. But she's not doing it alone. This is a generational somatic pattern that we carry, especially as women. This is why many men are somatically scaling, because they know to be the kings, to be the rulers, they get into the best rooms. It's almost easier for their ego because they're not carrying this martyr wound very much. It's very much in the feminine matriarchal line that we generationally carry, like, oh, I got it. Oh, yeah, something's happening. Okay, I got it all. I'll save the day. I'll fix everything. A global movement, she doesn't fix everything. She doesn't carry everyone. She doesn't fix anyone's pain. She shows them what's possible. She inspires them. She activates them to a new reality, but she's not carrying anyone. A martyr cannot run a global movement. And how are you being a martyr in your business? How are you trying to do everything? Maybe you realize this pattern in your marriage or in your mothering, in your parenting. You're like, oh yeah, I can't do everything. It takes a village. Okay, so I'll hire a nanny or I'll hire support, and I'll get the best of the activities for my kids, and I'll do the best for my family. But are you doing the best for your movement? Are you running your business by your values of collaboration and team and sisterhood and community? It takes a community to run a business. This is co-creation. This is a relationship. A queen has advisors. She's not sitting there trapped in a room being protected by any outside force. She has teams. She has skills. She knows her worth. She knows her time is worth thousands of dollars. She doesn't spend that time sweeping the floor. She doesn't spend that time speaking to anyone. She invites specific people to her table. She doesn't speak to everyone. Yet when she speaks to those specific people, she activates everyone. This is a massive shift. I remember this moment. I keep coming back and telling you about December because this is a moment when everything changed and I somatically scaled my business, going from inconsistent 5 to 10K months to 30K a month in a month, and now we're on 50K a couple months later, 3 months later, 4 months later. We're consistently growing, not consistently in this loop of let's try again, let's start from scratch. Oh my God, what are we doing? And so one of the moments that really stood out to me was I was in my room. My mother-in-law had just come, my sister-in-law and nephew had come to stay. It was Hanukkah time, the end of the year. They came to stay in our guest room, and my nervous system was so activated, so triggered. Oh, it felt, every sound felt like a punch of like, oh, they're taking up my space. They're so loud, they're so this, it's so messy, so sandy. I need my quiet, I need my focus. They're not allowing me to build my business. And in that moment, I'm like, wow, Sheina, let's take a step back. This sensation, what my body is reminding me for is like, why am I doing this in the first place? Why am I building this global movement? Why am I so passionate about this work? It's because I desire to be a mom. I desire to have sandy shoes on my bed and snuggles and sleep-ins and vacations and walking barefoot in the grass and planting food with my kids and going horse riding and living the most extraordinary life with the people that I love the most, family. And I'm like, wow, right now is the training wheels. Right now is the moment in which I decide I become the version that I know that I'm trying so hard to be. I'm her today. The $1 million mama, I'm her today. How does she act? How does she move? How does she take up space? What decisions does she make? The $1 million mama, she lives an extraordinary life. So I went out in the kitchen and we planned day trips and we went on adventures, and I had this beautiful focus. When I was working, I was so present. And when I was with family, I was so present. And the quality of my time shifted. My capacity in the hours that I already had shifted on a body level. That sucker punch of that guilt of like, I shouldn't be feeling this way. I really listened to what my body was saying. And in that moment, it was saying presence. I desire connection. How can I be even more present in the time that I have? And the moves that I made in December completely changed my entire business. I hired our first team member. I up-leveled my somatic skills so that my time could be worth even more money because my skills are even higher. And I joined and invested thousands of dollars into high-level business masterminds so that I could expand my nervous system and my capacity and normalize wealth on a body level. I walk into the mastermind, $1 million months, $100,000 days. Like, that's normalized. You get into the room, you plug into people that are normalizing wealth on a body level, something shifts. Transformed my product suite that it had unlimited capacity, that we can have new members joining Body Talk every single day, that we have an easy pathway of people going up. It's a win for their nervous system. It's a win for my nervous system. I can actually receive it while having and living the most extraordinary life. Wow. So maybe you're a mom, or maybe you're someone that desires to have so much presence in the time that you have. This isn't about just time management. Because you can have the best time management in the world, but if you're not present in those hours, if you don't have the capacity to be fully you, extraordinary, in the time that you do have, we'll continue in that loop of trying and trying and trying and trying, where you can actually be on the loop of compounding growth and growth and growth and growth. Cracking the time code in the body, it's a somatic shift. It's a choice. It's the capacity to feel, the guilt, the shame, the frustration, my time, this is wasting my time, or this is taking too much time, and actually, like, what is the body communicating? What choices get to be made? What decisions get to be made? How do I hold myself, and how do I move in the time that I have? That is the cracking the code. The time code. Buy back your time. Buy back your capacity. Buy back your presence. Impact so many more people. Make so much more money. The world is your oyster. I absolutely adored this episode. And if you did too, share it to your community. On your WhatsApp communities, on your Facebook communities, on your Instagram communities. Because you know that the more wealthy women there are, the more women that are scaling their business, the more we collectively get to crack the time code, the more we collectively get to kill this martyr wound and bring the wealth into the hands of women that are changing the world. I love you so much. We'll see you in the next episode.